Hey everyone, Happy Dude here, and it's finally time to paint my Sherman tank, which is made out of 100% metal. Now, I'm not really sure how I'm going to paint it. I do know I'm not going to use a airbrush. I tried that before on my Tiger tank and really didn't like it. The paint is not as strong and it's a real hassle with an airbrush. So I know I'm going to use real paint and just use a brush. This paint is from Revell. I really like this paint, it's very strong. But I'm not sure if I should use primer. I'm thinking to use the paint directly onto the metal, but first sand it and degrease it, of course. That's because if I want to use primer, I have to take the pieces apart, and this tank is really hard to take apart. My Tiger tank is way easier, so that's why I'm thinking just use the brush and the paint directly onto the parts. So I did some tests. This is bare metal with this paint on, and then also some varnish to protect it. And then I did some scratching tests to see how strong the paint is, to see how hard I need to press before the paint is damaged or begins to flake off. I took 2 pieces just to make sure, and I have to say it's pretty strong. And then I did the same but with primer. Only this piece is with normal metal primer and this one is with the red metal primer. They used this primer on Tiger tanks in the war. Only paint in the war had lead in it, and that paint is way stronger and very good at preventing rust. So they can't use lead anymore in paint. It's very bad for your health and for the environment. So I also did the scratch test on this to see if the paint would be stronger with the primer underneath, and I have to say the paint does seem to hang on better to this red primer. Now on the white primer, weirdly, the paint doesn't hang on as good. Very, very strange. This is the primer, by the way. This is the white one. This is for metal, but as you could see, it is not that strong. And this is the red primer. But I have to say, there is not that much of a difference in strength of the paint with or without primer. So I'm going to make it easy for myself and just sand it down and paint it directly onto the tank. Now, before I use the paint, I first open it. Then stir it a little bit to mix it up. I close it back up and shake it. And now it's ready to use. Alright, time to start sanding. After that, I degrease it with acetone. It's fine for metal, but don't use acetone on plastic. And now we can start painting. So the second coating of army green has just been applied. And now I'm going to do the second coating for the wood handles and the duffel bags. I'm actually watching paint dry. Since I'm not going to use a airbrush, I'm going to do it this way. I put this figure on here with some tape. Then I put this over here. And now I can spray it with a simple spray can. Alright, let's see the result. Ta-da! That isn't that bad at all. We have a little bit overspray here and a little drip on the side, but I'm going to remove the white circle anyway, so I have to repaint it no matter what. And I'm also going to paint that green again and also remove that white circle here. And now I'm just adding some dirt onto the tank. And I'm also going to add some scratches from where the soldiers would step a lot to enter the tank. As you can see, the paint is pretty strong without a primer. It's actually hard to get it off. Ta-da! It's finished. Let's take a closer look. Scratches here. Some dirt here. And scratches here where the footsteps would be from soldiers. Some scratches from bullets, footsteps, also on the hatches. Also on the turret. Then on the side we have some more dirt and scratches. Also on the fuel cap, and here where the gunner would be, there should be a 50 cal here. Some scratches on the tools, some dirt on the ammo crates and fuel tanks, and some dirt on the buckets. And of course also on the top where all the footsteps would be when you enter the tank. I hope you guys like it. Please share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and maybe subscribe to see more. And you all have a nice day. Bye.